There is a second question that kind of came up just from our discussion earlier about bend radius, right? So you can see though that trough there, that's a single bend, I believe, in the actual feature tree within SolidWorks. Reality, I think we either buy the troughs already made and or bent or something like that, or no, I think we split it because it's just too large. But it would be
We
maybe
separate those or we roll
I think there's
them? The radius is too tight to roll, I think.
Yeah.
because of
We
course the
step
way
that.
the way we model in SolidWorks we won't distinguish between a bend and a roll because I think the operation in SolidWorks is the same. So when we are doing something that's a roll, it'll be classified as a bend, but it's just a very large bend, large radius, and it won't have an issue with any of that. Won't have an
No.
issue.
So what our software is going to do is it's going to, by default, it's going to assign that to be a step bend. So it would apply it to be hit by, maybe 10 steps in a press brake at, 9 degrees each or whatever.
Oh, good. It will automatically make that a step brake. That's good.
Yeah. So there's a range. So let's say, for example, you have a part that's 1/4 inch thickness, and the modeled, so if it has a bend radius between 0 and say, 3/8 or so, or 1/2 inch maybe, it's going to conform that to whatever the tooling radius is actually going to create. So whether they draw it with an 1/8 inch radius or a 3/8 radius or a 1/4 inch radius, it's going to correct it to what you're going to get with your single hit tool. Now, if it goes up to a 1 inch radius, something that's bizarrely, more large than what you would get with a single hit tool, it's automatically going to adjust that to be a step bend. And when it does the step bend, you can then force it to be a large radius tool. So if you have a radius rule tool, like you have a 3-inch radius punch, you can tell it, no, I'm not going to step bend it. I'm going to use this 3-inch radius punch. Or you can step bend it. But either way, what it does is it determines, it separates out what's bad modeling or incorrect modeling, I should say, versus what was designed to be a large radius.
Got it.
But yeah, so again, it processes all these parts, creates the flat patterns.
And then can you even go as far as telling it if it's over, like say an 8-inch radius, that's a part that we could roll?
So you can tell it in it won't do anything on the software side any differently, really, because we don't have any machines that are rollers. But in our method pattern, you can see you got a roller bend here. You can indicate a bend to be a roller, and all that means is that it's not going to program it when you go to program the press brake.
Yeah.
If it says step bend or a large radius bend or anything like that, it'll automatically press brake program it. If you set to roller, then it just won't it won't program it on the press brake because but it really doesn't affect anything otherwise. So and like if we were to look at that part, I'll just open this up quick just before we go into the nesting engine here.
Yeah, so this is where you have that multi-line spline segment, I think, right? Because that's what
Yeah, which we'll see that when we jump into the nesting engine. Just while I'm in this screen here, I'm just going to launch this press brake. I'll go up to a 3506 machine. This is a pretty large part, I believe. Oh, been like 240 inches. It's a big part.
Yeah, we would make that in 2 halves.
This would be an
okay.
example. Split it.
Let's see. Yeah, this is a 6-meter machine. You'd have to go up. We do sell a 7-meter machine that you could do it in one, I guess. But see, that's shown as RR there. You can load your tooling in, and this is the same thing that the operator sees on the.
We're looking at box 3404, 3504.
3504. Yeah. So the machine I'm showing here is a 3506. The only difference would be is this is a 6-meter bed versus a 4-meter bed.
Yeah.
But when I go to select my bends, so see it shows RR here and it shows count. So I can say, hey, I want to do this in 20 bends. So now it's going to step that and 20 hits. But you get a rendering of it here, and you can see, well, even if I do that, I'm going to crash this part into the RAM, so
Yeah.
obviously this part's not really manufacturable. And the way that it's designed right now, in this view, I'm not sure what you guys do when you make this part, but this is kind of what the simulator looks like when you press brake bending.
No, it's 2 usually.
Okay. So we break one length and then the other length and put them together?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I've seen people with parts like this where we add a bend down there, 2 bends down the middle, and we bend it backwards at like 45 degrees, and then we do all these bends, and then we come back with a flattening die and flatten it, and then it, but I'm sure you guys have great manufacturing methods for this type of stuff. So I just wanted to show that quick, and we can look at more bending too at the end if you want to see some more stuff. But